budget, I'm not talking about just build a building. I'm talking about like, hey, your kids can come here for free just so they ain't on the streets learning the other mumbo jumbo stuff and they can
Correct.
have a better uprising. I'm not, because people, the economy's messed up right now. Everybody can't afford to send their kid to no daycare or whatever center that it is to where kids are really being kids. They sit their kids outside in the street and they sit and watch the neighborhood shooter, the neighborhood drug dealer, the neighborhood whoever.
Well, yeah,
And
because I mean,
guess what in their mind is coming in. You remember when you was younger, you used to see people like, yeah, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a fireman.
yeah,
Nobody want to be that no more. They want to be stupid shit.
yeah,
Well, it's a 1 in a million chance to even make it, and that's what they need to focus on. Is that instead of the fucking fire department, the police, putting more police on the street. If you focus on the youth, you wouldn't need to put more police on the street. You know why? Because the youth is the ones doing the most shootings and killings now.
Once again, we're talking about someone who right now doesn't have that power until she gets elected to office.
Yeah, she don't have that power until she get elected in office, but she don't have my vote until she start thinking like that.
Well,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you put that in the notes,
Yeah.
and you tell her, because if I vote for somebody, I want somebody that's for what I stand for or what I want in change. I don't want nobody that. Yeah, I mean, one of her points is right, but shit, the other 13 of them, I'm not feeling it.
Well, I'll tell you what. If just because I have to keep on going, but there's a debate going on tomorrow on Channel 8, 6 to 8.
I come down there and tell them all.
Watch for it. Well, it's close to the public, but you can watch it on TV. But here's the thing.
Well, they don't
Watch
really.
for what she's.
They don't really want to
what
hear.
she's
They don't really want to hear what the community got to say if it's just going to be on TV. They listening to a select few.
Well,
You gotta
that's
really
how-
listen.
Well, that's how That's how whoever's setting up the debate has made it. The last one was open to the public, but here's my point that I'm making: is that watch it, see what she's saying, because I'm sure a lot of what I said right now, she's resonating.
But are you? This is going to be this is going to determine if I'm going to watch it. Are you even going to show her these notes, or are you just like one of the employees that ain't got no pull and you can't say nothing to her, or something like that?
I don't have like a direct access. I can't take up all her time.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm in
if I'm not sure that message got to her, I'm not sure I even want to vote for her.
Well,
I'll listen to what she's talking about though. But if she ain't talking about what I'm for, then I'm gonna do her just like I'm doing. You see, I'm cutting you off.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's a lot that I didn't get to say, which was, you're right. I mean, to have to focus on crime, you have to focus on the youth. But the first thing comes first, which is basically trying to contain the crime so that
the first thing is the youth.
I wish
that's what you fail to realize. The youth is the ones
No,
that's doing
that
everything.
Is the underlying.
No.
That is the main problem.
So they didn't brainwash you too.
No. I'm saying that is the main problem.
The main problem is what's the main
youth
problem?
Getting into crime.
Youth getting into crime.
Yeah.
Well, guess what youth needs? Is a better environment to come up in.
I understand.
More centers, more little sport
think about
things.
this. I'm looking at it from, news perspective, whatever the news is reporting, and then I'm looking at, whatever is being reported in the newspaper, not just IndyStar, but, several different sources. I'm looking at different blogs. I'm looking at different reports, and I'm seeing this one thing, which is that regardless of what, nobody contain. I mean, we can invest in youth all we want, but if crime keeps rising because, let's say, some idiot, 30, 40-year-old guy lost his mind, decided he wants to shoot up every place.
No, I'm not saying don't just ignore crime. I'm saying you need to put more time into the youth, because the youth is what's coming up, and that's what's going to be your future.
That is the definite. Like I said, that is the underlying point.
That wasn't the underlying point you was talking about. You was talking about the cops.
No, I was talking about. Here's what I was talking
more
about.
money to the police. That's what I'm saying. Why don't y'all put some of that money towards the youth? Y'all keep making all these billion-dollar deals and all this stuff going past to support a police department that 9 times out of 10 Some of them is dirty. Some of them harass people. I mean, you
Well,
supporting bullshit. So I mean, if you support the kids, you know at least your money's going towards something good.
yeah, but I mean, like I said, it has to be where, and this is where I still stand. It has to be where, the environment has gotten to a point where you don't, kids aren't having to be afraid, and then tackle that.
Kids ain't gonna be afraid if they go into a building and like they got basketball, like a YMCA,
Yeah.
but for kids.
Well, I mean,
Something like
she's
that, fund that, or something like that to get the kids something to do instead of sit and watch their uncle, their older cousin, their older brother, or something do the street thing. That's what you
sure.
need to focus on.
I mean, and I'm there in agreement with you on that. But as I said, still have to contain the situation before it gets out of hand, or else we're looking at, yes, the next
This is a whole.
generation.
I mean, but listen, that what you're saying is really nothing because they've been focusing on this. I done heard that so many elections. The police department, the fire department, the police department. Y'all been focusing on that for years. Try something new. Try a different approach.
We would love to.
The youth. That's the approach y'all need to try. But y'all trying to support adults. They ain't doing shit but doing what they want to do with that money.
I
Do
mean,
something for somebody that you can mold. You know how you raise something, you
yeah.
change, you raise it to what you mold it to what you want to be. You can't mold no adult. Like they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Stop putting your money into adults and put it into the youth. That's the future. That's who's gonna be this motherfucking world when we gone. It's not gonna be me and you. It's gonna be the
I know.
kids. So you need to tell her that, and maybe she can get my vote. I mean, I'd be happy to vote for her if that's what she's for.
But I
If
mean,
that's what she's gonna do.
no, I mean part of that's part of the game. I
Yeah,
don't.
it's part of the game, but she needs to start playing.
Well, not game. But it's part of the game. As far as game goes, I wouldn't say she's playing game like the mayor is. Which is
Nah,
basically,
I'm not saying she's no bad person. I don't even know her. I never even seen one of the things or none of that. But I'm just saying, what is she for? I'll take this and read it. But
well, not just read it.
I'm gonna read
Look
it.
into the website.
I'm gonna look into the website. I'm gonna
Post
do
the
all that because
Post the comment you told me because this I put it down here. The field people, we are the field people, so we post these comments. But my bottom line on this is, I would suggest giving her a chance only because I think she can make a huge difference. She has had the insight into the city. I mean, compared to what we have now, she would be the godsend only because, she wants to focus on all these things and then get on board with what can we do to maintain the good tithings, because right now it's not, the state of the city is not exactly
what I'm saying is, all these
what it
people
should
that
be.
I done voted for the last few years that I didn't even voted, for whatever you want to say, they ain't did shit that I heard in their campaigns or nothing.
Well, here's the
Ain't
thing.
none of that
Here's the thing.
changed.
I wish on the campaign level that could change, but we're also playing against our opponents. It's one thing,
So who
and then
got all the power? That's who we really need to be voting for.
no, I wouldn't say that either, because then